Jacob's on the track, yeah. For my safety, I can't mess around with no basic. Face it. If we got a problem, we gon' face it. It won't faze me. We thought it was all games till we chased them, erased them. We gon' have them shot like we tased them. Be up the judge again. Pulling off with sticks. You see that? That's a blitz. Don't tell me about your problems. Don't add me to the mix. I heard you need a fix. You was sliming till you snitch. But forget it, if it's up, we chop him down. He only say it's beef when the homie's not around. Heard that I was coming, so we try to leave the town. But we caught him and they lost him. All you heard was a click and 100 different sounds. For my safety, I can't mess around with no basic. Face it, if we got a problem, we gon' face it. It won't faze me. We thought it was all games till we chased them, erased them. We gon' have him shot like we chased them. Hit it, if it's up, we chop him down. He only say it's beef when the homie's not around. Heard that I was coming, so we try to leave the town. But we caught him and they lost him. All you heard was a click and 100 different sounds. Try to play me, don't be fooled, cause I'll play you. About your bankroll, not impressed, I'm about my bank too. Kinda bad though, and she smart, like to grab my chain, ooh. I don't care though, my last girl, she did the same too. I'm the same too, only difference is I got it. Big body, I be whipping, wrist retarded. Ain't no pardons, how they get you when you was solid. Goes the farthest, can't get my heart cause it was hardened. He y'all just again, pulling out the sticks anytime he with his friend. Anybody gotta cross him and it's off with their head. Ain't no begging, ain't no pleasing, ain't no way make a man. But forget it, if it's up we chop him down. He only say it's beef when the homie's not around. Heard that I was coming, so we try to leave the town. But we caught him and they lost him. All you heard was a click and 100 different sounds. For my safety, I can't mess around with no basic. Face it, if we got a problem, we gon' face it. It won't faze me. We thought it was all games till we chased them, erased them. We gon' have them shot. All you heard was a click and 100 different sounds. He off the judge again. Jacob's on the track, yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, it's your boy, Pat Coletrain. What's up with you, baby Bubba? I said, baby Bubba. I said, baby Bubba, what's up with you? How y'all doing? How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon? Well, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Again, that's my boy. That's my little boy. He ain't a baby no more. He ain't a baby no more. He ain't no little baby no more. He want to make music, so I gotta do the dad thing and support him. You hear me? Gotta do the dad thing and support him. Let's get these shout outs in. And then we're gonna go over this draft situation. This little draft situation. We're gonna go over these undrafted free agent situation. And then I want y'all to give y'all opinions. I know everybody is super happy. If you ain't happy, let it be known. If you are not happy, let it be known. Let's get these shout outs in real quick. Divinity, what's up with you? Underground West, what's up with you? Popping Bullets, what's going on? Alpha Wolf, I'm gonna go with Alpha Wolf, man. What's up with you? Tab, how you doing? How you doing? Joseph Marshall, what's going on with you? Tiana Gilliam, what's going on? Caleb Tuttle, Alton Moore II. King Fleming, what's up with you? Joe, I already think I got you. Michael Jones, what's going on with you, dog? What's going on with you? Okay, good. We got some stuff to talk about, y'all. We definitely have some stuff to talk about. And I must admit, I've been saying this. If you've been watching my my draft lives, if you was here with me during the draft and you were watching me live, you know that your boy has changed his opinion about this team a little bit. I have changed my opinion about this team a little teeny tiny bit. I will say that this offseason really was a turnoff. I don't want to say it killed my spirits because I'm not letting no Carolina Panther organization kill my spirits. But I really didn't really have any motivation to really cam up or get excited about this team, man. Um, Not with just us losing major players. That's never been an issue for me. It's just that it was hard to see what they were doing. Okay. And on top of all that, they still had Marty Herney running things. Well, at least that's what we think. At least that's what we think. My man, it's only right 24. What's up with you? Let's get some more of these shout outs in. Perth Panthers, 704 bound. Charlotte, what's up with you? Mike 864. Who else? I know I seen somebody else. Brian McLean, what's going on with you? So with that being said, I am a lot. I feel a lot better about what's going on. It's only right. 24 says QB the only problem in my eyes. We're gonna get to that. We are going to get to that. So how are y'all doing tonight? What I want to do is go into this draft and kind of go through the picks. If you follow Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe, if you follow his YouTube channel, I was on there yesterday. My day's starting to run together, man. When you work from home, your days just kind of run together. You don't know what's going on. So your days just kind of run together. But I was on his show yesterday, and I kind of broke down my first 3 picks. But I'll go through those, and then I'll go through the rest of the picks. Carolina Blue, what's up with you? But let me start off by saying, and I think everybody believes this. This is probably the best draft that Marty Herney has ever been a part of. That's what I'm gonna say. I ain't never seen him draft like this, so I'm not gonna give him all of the credit. But this is the best draft he has been part of. And I'm gonna be honest, it's probably the best draft I have been a part of that I've seen. This has been the best draft that I have seen. I don't want to forget these. Let me go ahead and start giving my shout outs here. My bad, give me 1 second. This is the best draft that I've been a part of, that I've seen. And I mean, all 7 picks were right on the head, and they made sense, right? So let's get into it a little bit. Like I said, we'll go through the draft picks. We'll talk about undrafted free agents. Then some of y'all can call up if you would like and give your opinion and how you feel about this thing. I know during my live, people they were trying to get at me about some situations. So if you want to express your opinion, because I know you heard some stuff that I done said that you probably disagree with or you agree with, and you want to pat me on my back, I will take that also. Rilla Senior Gibson, what's up with you, baby boy? Baby Bubba, I see ya. I ain't even gonna put you on blast like that, man. I ain't gonna do you like that. Let's see. So, let's get it. Appreciate that, Moni. What's up with you? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And let all your friends and family know that your boy is in the building. I was trying to, talk in circles, see if we can get some more people in here before I start. But let's go ahead and get started. Man. Shout out to the notification gang. Make sure y'all got that bell mashed. Because your boy is in some real weird times where he just cam up. There's no schedule. I know y'all used to me going live Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and I probably need to do a better schedule. Or I probably need to at least send out a better news blast instead of just telling everybody on Twitter like people follow me like that. But anyways, let's get into it real quick. This first pick is probably the one I'm going to spend the most time on. Because I found myself those 3 days that we had the draft, I kept circling back to it. Man. And I don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful or I don't like the pick. But I need Panther fans to understand it's okay. It's okay. All right. I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I just have my opinions. All right. So going into this draft, everybody know, if you were watching me, everybody who know me know that I wanted Isaiah Simmons with our first pick. And to be honest with you, I did not think he was going to be there. The media was hyping him up too much. I just seen too many people talking about him. And before the combine, in my mind, we had a chance to get him. After the combine, I didn't think we were getting him, man. I did not think we were going to get him. And so I was like, man, we ain't gonna have no chance to get this dude, man. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up, but that's who I want. So as the draft went on, I was like, wait a second. We got a chance to get Isaiah Simmons? We got a chance to get this 6'4" linebacker who's a straight beast? We got a chance to get him, and we need a linebacker? We just lost Luke Kuechly? Heck yeah, I want him. That's how I felt. Now, mind you, if you were watching my videos, you know that I've been saying that we need to start in the trenches. That way we need to start, because I was arguing with folks who want to draft a cornerback in the first round. Which made, in my opinion, it didn't make any sense. Okay? But I'm not hating. I'm just saying it make more sense to build in the trenches. And look, your boy right. Okay? Because look, the whole organization knew what I was talking about. That's where we started at, in the trenches. So I know some people want to believe he don't know what he talking about. Listen, if you look at the way we started drafting, that's where Marty was aiming, to build in the trenches. So when it got to our pick, give me 1 second. Sorry. When it got to our pick, I was like, we got a chance to get Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Brown there. Because I'm going to be honest, I didn't think Derrick Brown was going to be there. I did not think Derrick Brown was going to be there. So I was like, ain't no way in the world. Trill One, what's up with you? Panther Nation, keep pounding, what's up with you? I did not think he was going to be there. I was like, word, this is it. This is it. We can get Isaiah Simmons or Derrick Brown. I was cool with it, but deep in my heart, I wanted Isaiah Simmons. So when it came down to us picking Derrick Brown, I didn't get super happy, and mainly because it wasn't the player I wanted. Okay? Not that I didn't want Derrick Brown. It wasn't the player that I wanted. Okay? Now I'm going to explain why. The reason why is because I felt like we could have picked up a very valuable player in a very, very valuable position in Isaiah Simmons and still got a top-tier defensive tackle in the second round. There are still some big, strong, fast defensive tackles in the second round whenever we picked. So that was my strategy. Marty said, no, I want the best defensive tackle, and we'll worry about the middle linebacker situation later. We still got Shaq Thompson. Okay, and we just picked up Tahir Whitehead, whatever you want to call him. I think that's his name. So I was like, cool. Okay. After I slept on that whole Derrick Brown situation, man, I woke up rejuvenated. Because I'm glad Marty Hurney pulled the trigger and picked up Derrick Brown, the best defensive tackle in the draft. We had issues stopping the run last year. And that's the route we're going to take to fix this team. That is, in my opinion, that's the best move we could have made. So us after picking up Derrick Brown, and I slept on it, man, I'm totally happy that we pick up Derrick Brown. Okay? I have no regrets. Even though I ain't made the pick. I know I ain't made the pick. But I have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? Even to this moment, I'm not like, man, I wish we went ahead and got Isaiah Simmons. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Because to be honest, I don't know what our defensive tackle situation is going to look like. KK seems to be excited, but we still don't know how healthy KK is going to be. We still don't know how healthy KK is going to be. But I think it's a really good pickup, and I can't wait to see. We got a very violent defensive tackle to pair up with KK. Not to mention we made some other moves, but we'll get into that. So with the second pick, I was really hoping that we were going to go safety. That's what I wanted. I still didn't want to go corner. To me, it just didn't make any sense. I still want to go corner. I still want to go safety because, in my opinion, safety, when you're dealing with the middle of the field, to me, those are valuable positions. Those are valuable positions down in the front, your front four, and anywhere in the middle of the field. That's, to me, I could be wrong. Those are valuable positions. See, what's up with your RT 1981? What's going on with your fourth? I see your Trill one. What's going on? D-Tice 79. In my opinion, I wanted to go safety, right? I also didn't have an issue with us going offensive line in the second. When we picked up Derek Brown, I was like, okay, we picked up a necessary position. Let's continue to build in the trenches, even on offense. That's where I wanted us to go. But Marty Herning and whoever else, because that's why I gotta continue to put out there, and whoever else helped Marty decided to go defensive end and draft Yetur Gross-Matos. I was not expecting to go defensive end this early, but it makes sense. And I like it. I was not expecting to go defensive end in the second, but it makes sense and I like it. Marty made it make sense. Whenever we made this move, then I started to see what was going on. Logically, I started to see what was going on. We were building in the trenches, something that I believe that you do when you rebuild a defense. You start in the trenches. You do not start with your cornerback just because some of y'all feelings was hurt after we lost the cornerback. I'm not going to go into it. You start in the trenches because that's where the game is immediately affected. So we went with Yetur Gross-Matos. Straight beast, serial killer, monster, whatever you want to call him. To pair with Brian Burns, who is more of a speedy type defensive end, who I believe who can play in a 4-3. Some people might not believe it, but I think he can play in a 4-3. To bulk up our defensive line with a big, strong defensive end, knowing that we had issues, stopping the run last year. We tired out real fast. To pick him up is sending a message. And I received the message loud and clear. Sir. So once we pick him up, because that came out of left field. If you would have watched my live, you would see. I was just like, oh, we pick up defensive end. That's cool. But this next pick was the pick that really, really put the icing on the cake for me. And I almost felt like we was complete. I almost felt like we were complete. We weren't complete, but I almost felt like we were complete. This third round pick is what put the icing on the cake for me. And I cannot stress that enough. And I'm going to explain why. Well, it was a second. Well, what in the second round? Seemed like we traded up. Because some folks was kind of, I'm lost. Yeah, it was like a second round pick. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm tripping. It was a late second. We traded up. We traded up for this pick. That adds more to what I'm trying to say. We traded up into the second to get back in the second round and drafted safety, Jeremy Chin. Let me tell you, let me explain what happened. While I'm going through my board and trying to figure out who I want, and I'm pretty sure this is what the organization did as well. I'm pretty sure this is what the organization did as well. They said, wait a second, safety Jeremy Chin is there? No lie. I was like, Jeremy Chin's still there? What? We traded up to get this safety. Big. And that's what everybody been wanting. Big DBs. Big, fast DBs. For us to draft Jeremy Chin, I immediately forgave them for the Isaiah Simmons situation. I immediately forgave them. Because what they did was they passed on one once-in-a-lifetime athletic football player for another. And on top of that, still got the best defensive tackle. Still got the best defensive tackle in the class. Once we drafted Jeremy Chin, I was good. Now I can see where we're going. Now I can tell this organization, they got a plan now. They have a plan. Now, they didn't elaborate on this plan until after the draft was over. And I don't know if they was just freestyling. They just kind of went with it and said, yeah, this is what we were trying to do this whole time. We were trying to do that the whole time. But when we did that, I say, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. This is it. This is it. So even with just Derrick Brown, Yetur Gross-Matos, and Jeremy Chin, those first three picks, even though they have straight defensive players, straight defensive players, even with those picks, that was it. I felt like we was there. They could have did anything after this. But Marty did not stop there. Matt Rule did not stop there. They continue to go. Raphael Bush, what's going on with you? They continue to go defense. Defense. And a lot of us could not understand why they were going defense. Because after that pick, in my life, I was like, okay, I'm good. Now let's go and get an offensive lineman. Nope. In the fourth round, and the reason why I like this fourth round pick is because I felt like this was the best time to address it. A lot of people wanted the cornerback with the first round pick. Now, a lot of people wanted to address the cornerback situation in the fourth round when we've been known to have value at the cornerback position in later rounds. Second, third, fourth, fifth pick. Second, third, fourth, fifth. And be honest, James Bradbury was a third round pick in my opinion. It was a late round. So we've had success drafting cornerbacks late. So at this point, it made sense to go cornerback. And I'm gonna be honest, with this fourth round pick, when we drafted Troy Pride, at first I didn't know a whole lot about this guy. But people did educate me on this guy, and I went to go watch some of his film. Straight beast. Big, explosive. When I say big, I think he's like 5'11", but that's still big. Explosive, fast, ran track. A dog. And this was a routine. This was a routine throughout the rest of this draft. Big, fast DBs. If you big and you fast, you could be a DB on this squad. That's what we doing now. Sonny DV, what's up with you? Shoot. That one killed your boy. This was, if you a big and fast DB, come on over to Death Row. Because that's what we was looking like. I like Troy Pride game. I watched some game film on him. I think he's going to be a straight dog. I'm not saying he's going to start. I'm not putting him in my I'm not starting him on the depth chart. I'm not putting him across from Dante Jackson because I don't believe we're done yet when it comes to this cornerback situation. I don't believe we done yet. I'm sorry, y'all. NFL Panther 94, what's up with you? But I don't feel like we done yet with this cornerback situation. But I do believe he has a chance. He has a chance to start. Let's just hope Dante Jackson is better. Let's hope Dante Jackson is better. Now, we continue on in this draft. At this point, I'm like, we got our corner. We got our safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to go linebacker, but I didn't feel like it was a linebacker in the 5th round that it was worth, really taking our chances on. But I'm like, man, it's some tight ends out there we can take a chance on. It's some tight ends. Our offensive line situation ain't. I'm still thinking offense. Now we can do some offense. They said no. They said no. Defense, defense, defense. And this next play is kind of dope. It's like, where was these players hiding? You know what I'm saying? It takes some real scouts. We are in a quarantine situation here. And I'm pretty sure, I know that we just got on quarantine. But to me, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to find players like this with this type of ability. And I ain't just saying that because I looked at the highlights, because I look at actual game film. And when they drafted Kenny Robinson in the 5th round, when they drafted him, I was like, who is this dude? XFL. I didn't even know that they could draft players from the XFL. I didn't know that. They drafted this dude. I was like, he in the XFL. But apparently, he was in school. I think he got caught cheating or something crazy. He got kicked out. And then he ended up in the XFL. And the good thing about this dude that he already got pro time. He already got pro experience. How do you pass up on that? And guess what? Big and fast. He ain't as fast, but he's still big. And a dog. I was like, what is we doing? What are we doing? But I was happy. After watching game film on him, because they got college film on him, you got actual pro film on him in the XFL. You hear a lot of good things when it comes to this dude, and I think he was a steal. Kelo saying, "What's up with you?" He said he only 21. This man is a grown man. He done been through life, man. He already been through life. You know what it's like whenever you graduate high school, right? And they tell you got to do 4 years in college. And then when you get out of college, you got this 4-year degree and you can't get a job because you need experience. And then when you try to go apply for the job, it's already people that you graduated with that work there. They ain't even go to college. Yeah, man, I did 2 years in a trade for welding. Yeah, I went to welding school, man. Got out 2 years and I got here. That's all I had to do to get a job. Yeah, I'm a supervisor now. I've been in college this whole time. Yeah, you got to be entry level. Can you get my coffee for me? That's what this is like. This dude already got experience. This is a steal. This is a steal, man. And I'm excited. To be honest, outside of Jeremy Chin, I'm excited to see what this dude can do at the next level for our team. When we drafted this safety, people was like, man, Trey Boston better be careful because he's just going to end up being a mentor. He's going to be holding the playbook for the thieves. I don't think that's the case, though. I think Trey Boston is still going to hold down that starting role. I don't believe none of these rookies is going to take his spot. But he better be careful because he acting super hype. Man, more thieves. Yes, thieves. You better be careful, Trey. I remember Keyshawn Johnson did that. He was like, man, who was it? Was it Dwayne Jarrett? He was like, man, I can't wait to take this guy up under my wing. And they released Keyshawn Johnson the next week. Or the next day, one of them. He was like, man, I can't wait to take him up under my wing. And they released him. Trey Boston, you better be careful. You better be careful. Don't be saying, yeah, we thieves. You be standing outside. You done named them. Look at them thieves. I raised them well. All right now. Y'all have a blessed evening. And leave. You better be careful. But I am excited to see him. Outside of Jeremy Chin, I am excited to see him. And to me, in my opinion, he might outperform him because he already got experience on the job. He already got on the job experience. Appreciate that, Mike 864. Yeah, it was Dwayne Jarrett. When we drafted Dwayne Jarrett, Keyshawn Johnson was he was like an analyst. He was like an analyst. I don't know if it's ESPN. It had to be ESPN. And when we picked him, he was talking crazy like Steve Smith, but he was actually on the team. He was actually a Carolina Panther. He was like, I can't wait to take him up under my wing. And you know what? After that, they never did that again. I ain't never see them do that again. Like have the player on and the player actually give their opinion. Well, not no player like Keyshawn Johnson, but that was sad. Chauncey Ellaby, what's up with you? James Aaron, what's going on? So with the next pick in the 6th round, we thought that this was going to be an LSU, Temple, Baylor roster all up and down. I just knew we were going to get Grant Delpit. You hear me? We in the 6th round. So by this time, I'm thinking, okay, we about to get Moss' son. What's his name? Theodore? I can't even remember the dude's name. We was going to get the Moss' son. I just knew we were going to get some Temple, Baylor players, but we didn't even get none until the 6th round, right? And we ended up picking up Bravion. Y'all, I'll keep looking at my notes because I'll be second guessing myself. Bravion. And this right here, I know I said Jeremy Chin put the icing on the cake, but this was like, dang, man, what is we doing? What are we doing at this point? Who is running this roster? Who is calling these shots? I ain't never seen nothing like this. To build this front seven with young, hungry, violent players. Bravion Roy is another one of those, man. And when you watch his game, he is one of those players where he going to eat up some blocks. Not to say it's going to happen, but to me, all I could do is think about, dang, him, Big Bravion, and Derek Brown. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I would take that. Y'all appreciate it. That is. Let me tell you something. All these names be running through my head. Why everybody can't just have a regular name like Pat Coletrain? Everybody can't be last name Coletrain. Okay? But I keep thinking about that. I'm like, man, this is what I'm talking about. And they're young. We're building a young defense. You really got to think about it. For the longest, we had like the oldest defense. It do not work. It's cute, but it don't work. We have like an old defense, and they was getting tired. That's why we couldn't stop the run. We had Jarrett McCoy, KK, Dontario Poe, Love in the middle. And it was getting gashed, then gassed. And Poe looked Luke Kuechly playing behind that behind defensive line. Tired him out. He ain't even want to come back this season. He didn't even want to come back this season, man. He said, man, I can't play behind this mess no more. They ain't stopping water from running. And all you got to do is turn the faucet off of that. So to start young, to get young on the defensive side of the ball in the trenches makes all the sense in the world. Not to say that's what's going to happen next year. I don't believe that we're ever going to team up Bravion and Derek Brown. Oh, my gosh, boy, I can't wait. I cannot wait. You hear me? I cannot wait. El Bad Nino, what's up with you? I see you. LK 4D4, what's going on with you? Nathan, what's going on? Senso no Otoko, what's up with you? Jaja, what's going on? So I cannot wait to see that. Right? All right, so with the last and seventh and final pick, man, I love this draft. I love this draft, man. I cannot express how much I love this draft, man. I cannot express how much I love this draft. With this pick, it made me feel like the GM, the coaching staff, the organization know we got a vacancy at the cornerback situation. And in my opinion, this is the best way you address it. This is the best way you address it. You pick up two safeties, people believe that, hey, Jeremy Chin, they want Jeremy Chin to play a corner so bad, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. He can play big nickel, but not outside. He's not going to play across from. That ain't going to happen. Go watch his game. He's not that type of DB. He can't do it. They might try, but he's not that type of DB. But he's very versatile. Same thing with Kenny Robinson. Very versatile. Then with the 7th pick, they pick up Stanley, Thomas, Oliver, and like I said, fast. Big and fast. I love this draft, man. I love this draft. Brian Garrido, what's up with you? I love this draft. Because that's how you address the cornerback situation. You got depth at corner. Now it's going to be a battle. It is going to be a battle. Now, let me say this. I do believe they still need to address it. I wish we would have had a veteran. Now, I said this on my live, so I'm going to go ahead and say it here because I don't think all you folks was here. Go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for your boy. Now, I said this on my live, but I'm going to say, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. Thank you, Moni2K. He said that Thomas Oliver is the tallest corner we have had at 6'2". That was what y'all wanted. That's what y'all wanted, and that's what we got. It's going to be a battle. And I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to just say it because I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. I ain't trying to say I'm right. I ain't trying to say that. And I ain't trying to say I told you so. But just think about it. Just think about it. Don't think about the money because I can shoot that down in a second. I can debunk that in a second. Just imagine if the silent assassin was here. That's all I'm saying. I ain't going to say nothing else. Just imagine if the silent assassin was still here. This defense would be complete. I said complete. Nicholas Cooley, what's up with you? Oliver Irwin, what's going on with you? Excuse me. So after this draft, like I was happy to go back, and some of these players you couldn't really find some whole lot of film on, but I was excited to go back and watch film, man. And they said this is the first time a team has drafted all defense in a draft, and I feel like that's the best move to make. Because after the draft, Matt Rule said, yeah, this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to build a young defense and then on offense have some veteran guys. I don't know if y'all did that on purpose, but I'm going to take your word for it. I don't believe you did it on purpose, but I'm going to take your word for it, okay? But I like this route we're taking. Let's try our young defense, okay? Let's try our young defense. Now, I don't know what type of defensive coordinator Phil Snow is going to run. I'm not giving him no nicknames because I don't know what type of defensive coordinator he's going to be. I know a lot of y'all have watched him at the college level, but it's different here. It is different here, man. Okay? You kind of older, all right? And you just not made it to the NFL. Let's wait a second. Let's just wait. Okay? So hold your horses. Moni said, let's re-sign Cockrell and Elliott. I like the whole let's re-sign Cockrell. I think Javion, was it Javion or Javion? Elliott, he was a solid nickel, but I think one of these young guys could easily take his place. So I'm not going to run through the undrafted free agents. I do want to talk about a couple of them, though. One of them being, so usually when I look at these undrafted free agents, I try not to get my hopes up. Because you go watch their film and you be like, oh, this is it. This is a gem right here. Thank you, Lord, for blessing us with this dude. And they don't even make the final roster. Prime example, what happened to Jeremy Cash? I just thought, man, I remember like it was yesterday when we signed Jeremy Cash off of the undrafted free agency. And I was like, yes, I can't believe this happened. How did this happen? And he get out there getting lullaboyed. No, I take that back. The first season, he looked like a beast. The next season, he looked like a little boy. He looked like me out there. But I try not to get my hopes up about these undrafted free agents. Let me say something real quick. We didn't address our tight end situation in the draft, but we did address it in free agency, right? I told folks that I don't know why I want to call this dude Theodore. Thaddeus Moss was not going to get drafted. I think off his name is why he became popular. I watched his game, but nothing jumped off the film at me. Nothing jumped off the film at me to say, hey, this dude is a top 3, top 4 pick. And as the draft went on, I was like, yeah, he definitely not getting picked up. Even though in the later round, 6, 7, I was like, let's go ahead and get Thaddeus Moss. He's right there. He didn't get picked up, but he did get signed in after the draft. But one player that I watch on this undrafted list, and I'm just going through it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, okay. Let me go watch. Let me see the film I could find on some of these players. I'm like, oh, where they found that? Oh, he went to Backyard University. Oh, okay, that's what's up. I got to this wide receiver, Omar Bayless, from Arkansas State. Now, I'm looking at our wide receiving core. You got DJ, Curtis Samuel, Robbie Anderson. Who else? It seemed pretty packed back there. But when I look at this dude's film, this dude's stats, if anybody got a chance to make this team off of this list, everybody on this list, out of everybody on this list, even the people that we drafted, this dude might need to make the team. This dude is a monster. I'm not playing. I watch highlights. I watch game film. Appreciate that, Moni. Seth Roberts, Keith Kirkwood, and what's the dude? Farrell Cooper, I know. Brandon Zylstra. He can definitely outplay them. You watch this dude. You go watch this dude play. You be like, this dude is a monster. Half his highlights is one-handed catches. I don't know if it's lazy or if he just styling on them. My man Moni too. I wish it was a way to tip you, man, because you be on it. Appreciate it, Ja. But this dude right here, if anybody make the team, it's definitely got to be him. I'm not even playing. If anybody makes this team, it's got to be him. I'm not even playing, man. At least the practice squad, but I think even if you try to put him on a practice squad, he won't make it off the waivers, man. He would not make it off the waivers. Like I said, whatever these scouts did this off season, whoever they sent out to go scout talent, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Marty Hurney, none of Marty Hurney guys. Because to be honest with you, when I watch Marty Hurney talk about these players, it don't look like he know what he's talking about. It don't look like he know what he's talking about. I like what somebody else told me. I can't remember who said it, but they said that Marty Hurney is basically the muscle, but Matt Rule is the brain. Matt Rule, being a college coach for the past few years, has had his chance to play against these guys. And even when he talks about the players, it's always like, yeah, I remember playing against you. Yeah, I remember playing against you. Yeah, I remember playing against you. When he talks about these players, and I knew that, we had a scheme for this guy. Even with Joe Brady, we had a scheme for this guy, and we coached around for this guy. Like, that's what they talk about. Marty Hurney don't know what's going on. Marty Hurney too busy fighting lawsuits and running from his wife. I ain't gonna go there. Tree Fitty, my man, what's going on with you? Steve Taylor, I see you. Rep the home team, what's up with you? So if anybody make this team, it'll be him. One other person I was kind of curious about, maybe y'all can kind of fill me in, is this tight end that we picked up, because in my opinion, that's where our hole is at. This tight end situation. Looking at our offensive line, we did pick up some undrafted free agents for the offensive line. We might be okay there. I don't know if it'll be much better than what we've had, but we might be okay there. But I'm worried about the tight end situation. I really want us to pick up a big, strong tight end, fast, a real weapon. But we didn't. But we did end up signing Cam Sutton. I wasn't able to find a whole lot of film on him, but I do know he is big. So we'll see how that goes. So that's the only question mark for me. Yeah, that's the only question mark for me right now, is the tight end situation, man. I hope this dude Cam Sutton works out. I know a lot of people want to believe that Ian Thomas is that guy. But one thing we need to watch Ian Thomas' size, man. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Jaja said, is Delaney Walker still available? I'm not sure. Yeah, see, the dude is 6'6", from Fresno State, big body. And I only seen one play by this guy, and he was like a reverse, and he was slow. I tried to find some film on him. I couldn't really find any film. I guess I could have watched some game film, but I really didn't feel like it. Michael Jones said, why don't you like Ian? It's not that I don't like Ian. I think he's an okay tight end, but he's not going to take us to the next level, man. Ian is a good guy, but he's not the type of tight end you need to get to the next level, okay? He's not Zach Ertz. He's not George Kittle. He's not Travis Kelce. He's not the type of tight end that could be a weapon, man. He's not that type. Kendrick McMichael said, our offense is solid. I think our offense is okay right now, man. Marty Hurney did say that, was it Marty? No, Matt Rule said it. He said that we're going to keep some veterans to build our offense, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I I guess it's okay to have older offensive players, have an older offensive line, but we seem like we done tried that. It seemed like we done tried all that. We seem like we done tried a young offensive line. We done tried an old offensive line. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see, because I think that's what it really rests on, our offensive line and our tight end situation. Somebody said, I think it was It's Only Right. Give me one second. It's Only Right said, our only hole is the QB. I think our QB situation is okay. I'm not a huge fan of Teddy Bridgewater, but I don't think he's a scrub. I think our quarterback situation is better than it was last year. I think it's better than it was last year, and it has me more excited. I'm more excited going into the season with PJ Walker starting than I would be with Kyle Allen starting. That's how I feel. I feel like PJ Walker is a more exciting player. I feel like he's more proven. He's in the XFL, he's shown that hey, he can handle pro level play. Not to say that XFL is top tier, but they do play with pro players. I'll be more excited about PJ Walker starting rather than Kyle Allen starting. So our QB situation is still kind of sticky, but I'm not as worried about it, especially when you got C-Mac back there. I'm worried about our offensive line and our tight end situation. I feel like our wide receiving core is probably one of the best wide receiving cores we had in a while, man. Probably one of the best. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. If Joe Brady knows how to coach a team, we can have some success. And we ain't tanking. That's that. We ain't tanking. With this defense alone, we can win at least 4 games. At least 4 games. Reggie Lee, what's up with you? Let's see. African Rhino, what's going on with you? So I want to open up the phone lines. Let some of y'all voice your opinions. Let me know how y'all feel about this draft. If you hate it, what type of moves you feel like we need to make, what type of decisions need to be made, what's the next step? And how successful can we be with this squad? Now. So I'm opening up the phone lines. I think that's the right number. Yeah. So you can call me at 803-250-1437, man. Give your opinion. Be heard. J-Dub, what's up with you, man? Victavius Douglas, what's going on with you? He said he'd give us 6. Even with that, like, what I'm saying is a lot of people want us to tank for Trevor Lawrence. Whether they're joking or not, but a lot of people really want us to tank for Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. Like, we just don't know how to do that. We don't know how to win right, and we don't know how to lose right. I Miss Kim, appreciate you for bringing that up too, man. We do have safety valve. I don't think he can be that big tight end that we need, but it might work out. Who knows? It might work out, man. Let's see. Let's go and answer this.
Call from
Chase Dixon.
To accept, press 1.
What's going on? Introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, man. My name is Chase Dixon, man. How's it going?
It's going good. How you?
I can't complain, man. I tell you what, man. I'm not upset with the whole draft, man. But I just feel like you have a freak of nature like Isaiah Simmons, yo.
Yeah.
You got to get that.
Yeah.
I feel like you can get a D tackle later on in the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a person like Isaiah Simmons, man, like he's a freak of nature. All he needs is a little bit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And if you just get if you have a decent D line, he can do the rest.
Yep.
Like you build around that.
Yep.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like I'm satisfied, but I think I'm still kind of salty about the whole Cam deal. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But we passed up on the freaking nature.
Yep. I totally agree with you, man. I appreciate you calling in, Chase. I totally agree with you, man. Take it easy.
And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Chase, on that one, man. That's how I looked at it initially. Like, this dude, I mean, he could have been a beast at the next level. Man. A 4'4" linebacker. And I don't believe it was a fluke. If you actually watch his game, he played fast. He played strong. He played hard. Like, that's what he did. I'm like, man, how we pass up on that? Don't get me wrong. Derek Brown is a beast. Derek Brown is a straight beast, man. But Isaiah Simmons, and like Chase just said, there were defensive tackles in the next level. I know they wasn't Derek Brown. I saw somebody say, but they ain't Derek Brown. I know they ain't want Derek Brown, but they were just as violent. There was Ross Blacklock was still there. Raekwon Davis, big body defensive tackle. In my opinion, there were defensive tackles still there that you could have picked up. You don't want to pass on them. Don't get me wrong. I think Derek Brown is a beast. But like Chase said, that's a freak, man. Simmons was a freak. Kendrick McMichael said Simmons is a safety. He different. Go watch his film. And I did touch on the similarities of Simmons and Jeremy Chin. The difference though is that if you watch Jeremy Chin's game, you will see why he failed. Not to say he's not good. Go watch his game, not just the highlights. Go watch his game, especially the one against NDSU. He is very raw. Some of the angles that he takes on these tackles are still kind of like, man, what is you doing? But I believe he can be coached up. So that's why I forgave him. So it took me a while too, Chase. It took me a while too to get over that hump of, dang, man, we passed up on Isaiah Simmons. How we passed up on Isaiah Simmons? But I'm good now. Kalo Sands said, I personally think Chin's ceiling is a little bit higher. Well, he didn't say a little bit. He said higher. Probably so, especially at that safety position. He can really show his talent. He's very versatile. I don't know if they're going to use Isaiah Simmons like that. I don't know if Isaiah Simmons will be used like that by the Cardinals. Even I think he might be. He might be wasted talent over there. Simmons might be wasted talent. I agree, Michael Jones. That's what I saw in his game. He said Chin is just a little slow to make decisions at times. That's what I saw in his game. And that kind of played into the what I was saying about the way he takes these angles. Like he's not sure about the tackle or where the ball is at a time. Like that's why he fell so far. If y'all go watch the film, you'll see why he fell far. Jeff Robinson, what's up with you? Let's see. Again, you can call that number 803-250-1437. Let's see. Moni, you be on it. Dog. All right, so currently the free agent tight ends are Jordan Reed, Ed Dixon, Clive Walford, Jeff Swam, Charles Clay, Luke Stocker, I'm be honest, looking at these names, I'm good with what we got, man. I really want to see what Cam Sutton got. Like they said, safety valve. That's what I'm gonna call him. Safety valve. And Giovanni Ricci. Now that's one tight end that I thought was going to get drafted. In my opinion, I thought he was better than Thaddeus Moss. We signed him in free agency. That Giovanni Ricci. I thought he was better than Thaddeus Moss, and we picked him up. So we got an okay young tight end class, but I don't know what it's going to look like in game time. I don't know what it's going to look like in game time. Let's see. Yeah, go check out Giovanni Ricci. He's a solid tight end. I forgot all about that. Very solid tight end, man. Nicholas Setzer, what's up with you? I saw your comment, but I had to go back up to it. He said Sims has always had a good line. You don't know what he could have done with what we had. True. So that's something else that plays a part in it. When I watch his game, he did have a lot of help up front. But even in solo playing, solo tackling, this dude was fast. He looked like the biggest dude on the field at times. He looked like the biggest and the fastest dude on the field at times. And we passed that up. It's okay. I'm just saying. It's okay. I'm happy with what we got in Derek Brown. For every Isaiah highlight I watch, I go and watch 2 Derek Brown highlights just so I can let it go. And so people won't be like, let it go. We ain't got it no more. Okay? Forever Etica's Pop-Tart. I'm just call you Pop-Tart. He said Dixon with the team-friendly deal. I'm good with Dixon, man. If y'all been watching my channel, y'all know how I am. If the player has already played on our team or something like, I'm good on all of that, man. I'm good on all of that. As y'all can notice, any player that leaves the team and then try to come back, I never want them to come back. Like, we done tried that. When you was here, ain't like we was, you just made us better like that. So I'm good on all of that. I will say, when it came to Julius Peppers, the only reason why I didn't want Julius Peppers back, it wasn't because of his skill. It was because I ain't think Julius Peppers liked the Carolina Panthers. I ain't think he liked Charlotte. I just knew he just wasn't coming back. So that was the only player that I didn't want to come back because I thought he didn't want to come back. Any other player that has left, I'm good on all of that, man. I'm going to check him out, Sonny. I think I'll look at some of his film. I can't remember, though. Mike864 says Amukamura in free agency. I'm good on Amukamura. I have watched his game. We need more than that. And I feel like we would have to pay Amukamura. When it comes to those veteran corners, the only one I might want to take a chance on is maybe Logan Ryan.
Call from.
Let's
To
see.
accept, press 1.
What's going on? Who we got on the line? Hello. All right. So yeah, that was a missed call. But the only cornerback I really would want at this time, well, I ain't want to say won't, but if we went after and we got it'll be pretty dope, is Logan Ryan. We need that veteran experience. And Logan Ryan seems like a pretty solid veteran. I don't just want to go out there and sign a name, because in my opinion, Prince Amukamara he a veteran, but he not good. He not that good in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Or we just ride with what we got. Y'all trying to tank. I'm curious to see what we can do with what we got. Cage Luke, Mister, what's up with you? Yep, Tab. I did not want Trey back. Do y'all see? Y'all see how I don't look. I'm the same when it come to anybody. I ain't want nobody to come back except Luke and Cam. I'll be honest. I don't even know if only reason I want Cam to come back is because they did him so dirty. Don't come back here, man. Do not come back here, man. Don't allow them to do you like that. I can't think of a situation where I would want a player to come back. Like, even with Luke. Luke, you look sad whenever you left. You look like you was hurting. I don't want you to come back. So it's always a situation. It's always a scenario where I don't want a player to come back. I don't know why. Silent Assassin? James Bradbury. Let's say something weird happened with James Bradbury. And they'd be like, he can come back. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Greg Olson?
Call from.
Chauncey Ellaby.
My man.
To accept, press 1.
What's going on? Introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, my name's Chauncey Ellaby. This is my first time ever calling in to any podcast.
What?
Yeah, man.
I'm honored, man. Dang.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
I'm good, man. How you?
Yeah, pretty good. But y'all wanting to speak on the Isaiah Simmons situation.
Okay.
Yeah, he's explosive, and you can't overlook a talent like that. But I say with Jeremy Chin, I say if you take Isaiah Simmons in the first round for the 8th pick, then you take Jeremy Chin, and you say, well, where is Simmons gonna actually play at? Will he be a safety? Where is he gonna actually take over a game at? Yeah, so when you think about that and you say, well, he might mostly play safety, and then you put Chin there, and Chin play real good at safety, then Carolina got better value. So that's one thing. And then I was thinking about like the cornerback situation with D-Jax going into his 3rd year. It usually take a corner 2 years to develop all the way, or 3 years.
Right.
So D-Jax probably looking like, well, everybody overlooking me right now. I got all the young guys coming in. I'm kind of the number one corner right now as far as on a roster. So he's looking at it now like, well, I got to take the initiative to be like the leader. So he might step up. He might actually not take so many risks and just step up and make the plays he need to make. So it'll be the first time for him. I want to see him step up and take the crown for the corners and help and motivate everybody. And I think there's a good opportunity for him.
Do you think that D-Jax is that type of player, though? From what we've seen, is he that type of player that can be mature and become that leader in the backfield?
Well, I would say much is given, much is required. So when you look at it like this, all the young guys coming in, they saying, well, I'm coming in here to play. DJ is looking at it. He's a competitive, kind of like Josh Norman.
Right.
It took Josh Norman a couple years to get out of his head to do what he was asked to do. But once he developed and did what he had to do, he was responsible. So I feel like in the 3rd year with the corner getting better, DJ is looking at, I got to be responsible. Then at the same time, he being more mature and then being more determined because he said, I'm not going to let these young dudes come in and outshine me. So if he got that mentality, he going to say, well, I'm going to teach them what I could teach them, but now I know what I'm supposed to do. So now he going to take that and he going to mature in it and mature. And now his speed going to develop with his mind. So that's all it was with DJ. He had the speed and he was undersized, but his mind didn't develop with his speed. And now I've seen that he could do it, though. You seen him make a lot of plays and he could take over some games. You be like, DJ's on it. You know, his ability to jump when he made that interception. And we was just like, oh, he going to another level. We can see it. And we seen the same thing that Josh Norman. Once he got his mind made up, he tackled stronger. He did a lot of things. You could tell his development was different in his mind. So once DJ get his mind made up, I think he's going to be one of them superstars that take over. The only thing that scares me is his size. That's the only thing. But he plays stronger than his size.
You're right. You know what? You're right, man. You know, you done gave us some hope, man. I'm be honest.
Right.
You done gave me some hope because if you really think about it, if D-Jax can get some kind of confidence and mature a little bit, man, he could be a beast. We see the potential. I think he got
the confidence, but he just got to develop where he'll listen and play in the scheme better, where he'll show the guys and say, well, I was like y'all coming in. I'm just fired up, ready to play, ready to get my spot. I'm determined, but now I'm more mature like Josh Norman. He just knew how good he was. So Josh Norman was the first one to show them, Dez ain't that good. I'm gonna shut Dez down, and I'm gonna show the whole league how to shut Dez down.
Right.
And so he got when Josh Norman did that, he took over the league that year. He did it 2 years in a row, and he got confidence for holding Julio and all them. So to the point that nobody could stand in his way. He felt like he could hold anybody and talk and stand up to anybody, you know, and that's what I think Dante gonna do. I'm just worried about his size, but I feel like if you put him on somebody his size or somebody, even bigger players, I've seen him keep up with him. But I feel like this is the year where he mature and he say, well, I'm gonna play within a scheme, but I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm not gonna overdo stuff or overthink it. I think he gonna do it this year. And also one more point, Trey Boston. Mm-hmm. Trey Boston being like a journeyman, and nobody ever kind of gave him the respect because of the first years with Carolina, he was all over the place, missing tackles and doing things like that. But I think since he has matured and he finally feel a place and he feel comfortable, he's with Carolina. They gave him some guaranteed money, let him know he's gonna be there. I think he's gonna help a lot of people develop too, and I think he's gonna take the lead and on his defense. This will be the first time, because every other year when he was coming up, when we went like the Super Bowl and we were playing pretty good, you had people like Kurt Coleman. And so he never was actually the leader. I think Trey Boston ready now. So I think a lot of people are going to be surprised about him and Dante.
Man, you're right, man. You own it, man. You done opened up my eyes to some stuff. Because with you saying that, I'm be honest. I think I'm ready to see Dante Jackson at number 1, man. I want to see him at 1, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's the best thing to do right now. I think we've been wanting a veteran to come in and play one, and we just felt like Dante Jackson wasn't ready. But this might be the year, man. We might be surprised.
This might be the year. Yeah, I think he's gonna take a big jump. He got to, because with the fire that he got in him, you know he got the fire, but sometimes he just overdo it. But with that fire and these young men, he's not gonna let nobody take his spot. And now, with Matt Rule them emptying out the locker room with them veterans, it's like he telling them you got to step up, just like McCaffrey did. McCaffrey is super talented, but Dante Jackson is talented too. He just didn't have the mind from it. His mind state didn't add up to the abilities he got. But now that his maturity gonna come with Matt Rule, he can talk to players, he good with players, and Dante Jackson still got that college kind of mentality. But now that he's growing, I think he's gonna do what Josh Norman did. I think he's gonna take that next step and just play within the game, and he's gonna be explosive.
You know what, man? We might not have no choice but to see what he could do. We might have no choice, man. We got no choice, man. And I hope that's how it goes. Man. I appreciate you calling in, man. So,
yes, sir, brother. I'm thankful that you gave me a chance to call in. This is the first time I called in. It was good being able to speak live like that and to state my opinion, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
You the funniest person doing this.
A word?
That's for real.
Okay. I hope you all doing it.
I can't listen to you and be driving at the same time. I be off the road. But the only thing is you kind of like slow down a little bit, but everybody be looking for you to be on there.
Yeah.
Where's Pat Coletrain? Because you was on fire at one time, but now you kind of slow down, and now Big Cat, he kind of be doing a whole bunch. He the one to stay on it the most, bring the most content.
Yeah, he be lighting them up.
He the funniest I ever heard. Yeah, he be like Shelatron was doing that real good too.
Yeah.
He was coming real hard, but Big Cat kind of took over as far as content and just keeping it going. And I know everybody worked, but every time I used to listen to you, I'd be about to wreck and just laughing at it, man. I'd be like, man, this dude, you just say anything, and then the thing is, you so funny because you could tell you don't even try, and it just be so funny. I'm like, man. And that's why I had to tell my homeboy, I put my homeboy on it, my homeboy Blue. He's an older guy, so he don't know much about this live and stuff. I put him on it. You gave him a shout out for his birthday and stuff, man. Okay. Appreciate that, man.
Okay, that's dope, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you checking in, man. Keep on telling folks about me, man. And I'll try to be more consistent. I'll try to be more consistent with my content, you know.
Yeah, I know how it is, though, but I just know that I'll be waiting for you to pop up, though. I do that.
Man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
All right, take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be honest. It came to me listening to Chauncey just now. It came to me. We don't have no choice. When it comes to Dante Jackson, we don't have a choice. And I think that might be the best option. Go ahead and let Dante prove himself, man. I like that idea. If you don't want to keep James Bradbury, ain't no need to try to go out there and sign a free agent. You know, I know a lot of us don't We've seen Dante Jackson. We like, man, he ain't got it. He too small, man. All he got is speed, and if he can't keep up with folks, come on, little Dante, little Jackson, little Jack. If he can't keep up with folks, he might not be worth nothing. But to be fair, I appreciate that, Mike. To be fair, we might as well give him a chance. What's the worst that can happen? This is the part in the movie where it fast forward to Dante Jackson getting shook like 3 times, people jumping over him, mushing him in the face. What's the worst that can happen? And he getting mushed, people catching touchdowns over his head and junk. But to be fair, let's go into the season with Dante starting. Y'all trying to tank anyway. I believe he's earned that much. We know that he can be immature at times. Like Chauncey say, maybe he might mature now. Maybe he ready to take on that leadership role. And that's why I asked, does he? I haven't seen anything from Dante that would suggest that, hey, he could be a leader. I haven't seen that. I'm gonna be honest. Even when in Josh Norman, I didn't see that trait in him. Like, oh, okay, he could be a leader. But with Dante Jackson, I'm not seeing that. You know, he seems more like a hype man, in my opinion. He seems more like a hype man. You need a leader and you need a dog. I like what we had with James Bradbury and Dante Jackson, man. They were like polar opposites, man. I loved that combination. You had the Parker and you had the silent one. You know what I mean? You had a killer, you had a silent killer, and the one that was just unhinged. I like that. So now we ain't got that. So now we just got to figure out, maybe Dante Jackson is that dude. Maybe he is that dude. Let's see who we got here.
Call from.
Drake.
To accept, press.
What's going on? What's going on? Introduce yourself.
Hello. This is Dre Andres.
What's up, Andres?
I have to call in after, what was it,
Chauncey. Yeah.
Chauncey, okay.
Yeah.
No, so I agree with Dante, but Trey Boston, nah, man.
Okay. We on the same page. Go ahead.
Listen, I love Trey, man, but he was trash.
I'm gonna say this real quick. No,
Okay,
you know what?
okay.
You the guest. I'm sorry. I apologize. You go ahead and finish what you're saying.
All I'm gonna say is, he was hyped for All or Nothing. Like he was kind of the voice, and like he got hyped. I mean, I could see him being good as like maybe like 3rd, 4th string. I don't know, but like he missed way too many tackles. All you see him is fly across the screen and just completely out of time. I'm like, well, how did he not even lay a finger on that?
Yeah, I think.
What do you think? What do you think about Trey? I mean,
the biggest thing with Trey, because you got to be careful when you talk about Trey, because people look at Trey's stats and they see all these interceptions, and so that's what he was good at. He was good at being a safety, like being a free safety, but only when it came to the passing game. Now, when it came to tackling, that's where I had a problem with. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was upset whenever we let go Eric Reed, who led the team in tackles, and kept Trey, who couldn't tackle anything but had a bunch of interceptions. And I guess Trey not trash. I ain't gonna say he trash, but I just don't feel like he was worth re-signing. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't happy with him. I don't know, but he wasn't terrible, right? But like I want a safety that can tackle. Like Eric Reed was good.
Yeah.
But I got one more thing.
Okay.
As far as the draft with Derek Brown, like I think Isaiah Simmons. I mean, he was obviously probably the generation, the number 1 player. But I was like everybody, like, oh man, we didn't pick up Simmons. But when I think about it, I mean, we had Luke Kuechly, right, one of the best ever, and even he wasn't doing anything with last year's D-line. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
The D-line needed to be revamped, or else we would have put Simmons back there, and he would have been probably injured trying to do everything himself. You know what I mean? Like he would have gone in there with a chip to prove. So I think we just need to bolster the line and then move to linebackers and then move to secondary.
And that's the best way to do it. That's the smartest way to do it. I wanted Isaiah Simmons, but it's the smartest way to do it is to build in the trenches, man.
Yeah. But that's it though. And hey, keep up the content, man.
I appreciate it, Dre, man. Call in again, man.
Yeah, sure thing.
Take it easy. So yeah, Trey Boston, y'all know how I feel about Trey. I ain't gonna go into it. And it kind of, like I said to the caller, it kind of really, I really didn't like that we released Eric Reed and kept Trey. And people was like, Eric Reed is trash. And Trey Boston, like, if Eric Reed trash, what is Trey Boston? Now, don't get me wrong, Trey Boston was better at playing the pass, but he wasn't the best at playing the pass. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the best. Eric Reed was the best tackler on the team. You know what I'm saying? Now, he wasn't the best at playing the pass, but he was the best tackler. And that's just how I felt. And Eric Reed bought that. But I'm be honest, I'm kind of over the whole Eric Reed situation with the pickup of Jeremy Chin and Kenny Robinson. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Trevicia, what's going on with you? Alexander Woolley, what's going on with you? Alexander, hey, Moni, block Alexander Woolley. I'm joking. Don't do it. Don't block him. Up here cussing. Don't you dare. Because you know what? To be honest with you, it could have been worse. We could have had Colin Jones. We could have had Colin Jones. So I take Trey Boston all day long. And when you think about it, what other free safety out there in free agency? So you might as well. My man, Michael Jones, I appreciate that. He said, who in our division can we sweep? You mean, who can we get swept by? We ain't sweeping nobody. We might have a chance with Atlanta. In my opinion, that's the only team that we could probably win some against. The Tampa Bay Marks, they on something else. And the Saints, they won't retire. I mean, Drew Brees won't retire. I don't know what we gonna do. And the Saints, hold on. Yo, the Saints just signed. It ain't got nothing to do with talent. Yeah, Moni, don't hurt him. James Winston's like my favorite quarterback in the whole wide world, man. This dude is everything he do. Everything this dude do is hilarious, man. His off-season workouts, all his interviews, everything he say. Like, yo, that's like my favorite is quarterback in the whole wide world. Oh, let me get this. Let's see. Oh.
Call from
Alan Royal.
to accept.
What's going on? Introduce yourself.
Hey, Pat, it's Alan Royal. Also, Devonity in your chat.
Word. What's up, Devonna T?
Nothing much, man. I just wanted to get your opinion on some of the fans that wanted to draft Tua, even though those same fans I saw were the ones when we had Tua mock to us talking about, oh, well, if you don't want to commit to Cam because of injuries, how are we going to commit to Tua because of injuries? I didn't understand it, man.
Okay. Look here, because I can spend another 30 minutes on this. All I want to say is, I don't know if you've been watching me, but Tua is a player I never wanted. I never wanted a quarterback in the first round. It did not make any sense at all. I did not like the idea of drafting Tua, not just because we just released the quarterback and I felt like we don't need to start with a quarterback and we just signed Teddy Bridgewater and PJ Walker. But I felt like what you were saying, we just had a quarterback with injuries that was uncertain if he could play. Why would we want to pick up another quarterback who injury, we don't know if he's better. We don't know if he'll be able to start or what'll happen if he do get hit. And to me, it was too big of a gamble. Now, I know that his doctor said he's ready to play. And to be honest, I just didn't want to take the chance. I just didn't want to take the chance, man, on drafting a quarterback that high. And now if you look at it, imagine if we would have got Tua. That means we would have been out of we wouldn't have had Derek Brown or Isaiah Simmons, and our defense wouldn't be where we are right now today. You know what I'm saying? To me, we're in a
And we
better
wouldn't have had that
situation.
hype song.
Huh?
We wouldn't have had that hype song.
Word. Oh man, I'm glad you reminded me because I'm going to play it. We wouldn't have the best song in the world. We would not have James Taylor dropping the best song in the whole world. Definitely facts.
Yeah, you were killing me when you kept playing that.
Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna play it again tonight. Man.
But yeah, I just wanted to say keep up the good work, Pat. I've been listening to you while I'm working. I'm a delivery driver, so you keeping me company on the road. So.
All right, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for listening in, and make sure you be safe out there, man. Sound like you're essential.
All right. I try to be.
All right.
You have a good one, Pat.
All right, you too, man. Yeah, the whole tour situation. All I want to say is, for the people, for the folks who Alexander Willis said he wanted tour bad until his hip injury, but there were still people who wanted him after the injury. Now look at where we at today. Do you feel like we would have still got an A in this draft if we would have drafted Tua first? If we would have drafted Tua first, let's say he would have failed because he didn't fail to us. And so when he came off the board, I was super happy. Super happy. If we would have drafted Tua, we would have had Tua, P.J. Walker, and Teddy Bridgewater, and Will Grier. That don't make no sense. We wouldn't have had no interior. KK would have still been there by himself. We would have still had a build in with the second round. The second round would have had to been a defensive tackle. It wasn't going to be no linebacker. It wasn't going to be a safety. Look at how that board fell, and that's what I was saying during my live. The way that the way the board was falling, it was like a miracle. It was like a miracle. Matt Rule really bought some type of. You think he was praying? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. That would be unfair. The way the way the board was falling, I just thought it was perfect for us to get the best defensive tackle, a beast defensive end, and still get a versatile player. That's crazy. If we would have got Tua, this would have been all messed up. And I feel the same way when it comes to the cornerback situation. You would have got a player that wouldn't affect the game at all. With Derek Brown, more value, he can affect the game immediately. Jeff Okudah can only affect Mike Evans. if that's the case. Perf Panther said Teddy going to surprise a few people. I think I'm done taking calls for tonight. I really enjoyed everybody that called in. Dre, Chauncey Ellerby, Chase. I forgot the last caller. My bad, bro. I appreciate everybody. Devonity. I appreciate y'all for calling in, man. I'm definitely gonna have to start opening phone lines back up. It's pretty easy setup. I meant to take a picture of my setup so y'all can see how much stuff I'll be dealing with up here. But it was pretty easy to put together. I definitely got to open that back up. I definitely got to open up those calls again one day. But all in all, I think it was a good draft. You get no complaints from me. And mostly everybody, if anybody's complaining, it's about that first pick. But you can get over that really easy. It wasn't like a pick where we said, oh, man, why we get this player, man? It wasn't nothing like that. It was just like, dang, we could have got him. I'm happy we got this dude. It's been a while since I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been, dang, why we got him. We got to do with this dude now. We got to watch him. I'm excited about Derek Brown. But I would have been more excited with Isaiah Simmons. Rodney Murray. Boy, I might open up the phone line just for you. Just for you. I might just open up the phone. Just for you. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. 'Cause I ain't gonna go in because it'll be a whole nother hour. It'll be a whole nother hour, man. But I appreciate you checking in, man. You had your chance. You had your chance. Hit the notification bell for your boy Rodney, because the next time is on. The next time is, bump that. Let me cut this thing back on. Rodney, I want you to call in right now. I want Rodney Murray to call in. Hold on. Don't call yet. I done closed the daggone thing out. Dog it. Give me 1 second. Don't even go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Wait right there. Don't go nowhere. Rodney, call now. I want Rodney Murray to call now. If you don't mind, everybody else, don't call. I want Rodney Murray to call now, and I want him to say what he got to say. I want him to be able to say what he got to say. Rodney, call 803-250-1437, if you don't mind, sir. Raven McMillan, what's going on with you? Where you been at? Where you been at? Speak now, Rodney, or forever hold your peace. You can always support the channel, man. paypal.me/Pat Coletrain, or you can hit the Cash App, TheTrainStop. It should be in the description of this video, or the super chat, man. I'm gonna give Rodney one more chance to say what he got to say. I think this is him right here.
Call from.
Rodney.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
What, man? You live.
Man, come on.
Hold on. First of all, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, man, I'm Big Rod.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. What you got to say, man?
Man, we had. Come on, why you stuck on Bradbury like that?
I done explained myself. Look at the situation we in now. Look at the situation we in.
We was in the same position last year.
No. We had a solid DB.
And at least 4 games out the season. At least 4. He was solid. At least 4 games out the season.
At least 4. At least 4. Not all the games.
Big games. When he know he got Mike Evans to play.
Okay.
He got people watching him. He used to get baked. I mean, my boy used to be out.
It's only been one game I can think of that he actually got beat bad in, and that was the Steelers game. Was it not this past season, but the season before? That was the only game I could really think of that he got beat really bad in. Besides that,
He cost us the Steelers game the year we went 6-2 before Cam got hurt.
right? That's what I'm saying. That's the game I'm thinking about, right? Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah.
And that's the game.
He cost us that game.
No, he ain't.
On top, he got smoked. In the first place.
That wasn't on him, man.
Happy birthday. Here you go.
That wasn't on him, man. That wasn't on him, man. I ain't gonna get that.
Man, we could. Nah, man, you too high out there interview. I said, my boy, he love Bradbury.
Look. I'm gonna say this. Yes, it's a little bit of biasness. When it comes to Bradbury. He was my first interview, you know what I'm saying? And he gave my daughter a shout out. So it's a little biasness. But outside of that, he is still a solid cornerback, man. That's why he got paid the money he got paid. If he was trash, he wouldn't have got paid.
Look who paid him, man?
Okay, I'll give you that, but still he got paid.
He got paid by somebody that liked him. Ain't nobody else gonna pay him like that. Come on.
Yes, he would. He would have got that money.
No, ain't nobody else in the league gonna pay him like that.
Okay, so reports came out that he wanted $15 million. he basically got that $15 million, man. So he got what he wanted. You think it's just because they like him?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. My boy, what's his name? Dave Gettleman. Oh yeah. Come on, man. He trash too. He got rid of Josh Norman. We could have been on double Super Bowl.
I don't know about all that because look at what Josh Norman been doing. Look at what Josh Norman been doing.
Wait, that was the system. That was the change of the system.
Okay.
That's why he slack like that.
Well, we'll see what he do.
We're gonna see what Bradbury's gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna see. And look, and I want you to check back here at the end of the season, and you're gonna say, Pat, you was right. He killing it, man. He killing it.
Pat,
he locking down the whole
Pat,
NFC East.
If you right, I gotta do something for you.
Yep, I appreciate it. I ain't even gonna say I told you so. I'm just saying, man, I'm gonna humbly accept it. You okay? I take it. Look, man, it is what it is. That's what I'm gonna say. It is what it is.
Okay, and let me say this about this draft, man. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, all defense, that's what we needed.
Yep.
We needed that.
Yep. It might not make sense to some people, but in this case, it made sense for us, man. It made sense.
Most definitely. We couldn't stop the ball last year.
Yep. Yeah, with the old dudes up front. So we good now. We good. We should be good. We'll see how it go. But
definitely, man. I appreciate you letting me have it on, bro.
Man, I appreciate you for checking in, man. I definitely want to give you your time, man. I ain't know when I was gonna turn these phones back on, so I definitely want to hear what you had to say.
Man, I was asleep at first. And I woke up, I said, man, he on live. Let me tap in and see what's going on.
Well, I appreciate you checking in, man. Right. All right, man. Take it easy now.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Hold it now.
All right. Yeah, y'all. So that was the last call. I appreciate you calling in, Rondy. I had to give him his time, y'all. He was giving me a hard time my past couple of lives because I've been bringing up the silent assassin and talking about how much more complete we would be if we had the silent assassin. But he no longer here. I'm not going to continue to bring him up. I know some folks don't like him, and I know that I have a biasness when it comes to him, so I'm not going to bring it up no more. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I appreciate everybody that called in, man. It was really dope to hear y'all opinions about the draft. I'm not seeing nobody saying they dislike it. It's not seeing nobody saying that they dislike it. This has to be, like I started by saying, this has to be Marty's best ever draft that he's been a part of. I'm going to say he's been a part of. I give Marty Herney a hard time when we make terrible moves. So I'm going to give him his props. I'm going to give him his props on this one, man. I appreciate y'all for checking in with your boy, man. This one kind of ran. This live ran kind of long. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Tell everybody about your boy. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, man. Hopefully I'll get back active. I know a lot of y'all saying, man, you don't be doing no show, man. Keep Pounding TV, dropping all the videos. Shellatron dropping all the videos. So I'm going to try to do more lives and videos and open up the phone lines, man, because I'm feeling kind of motivated. This team has me excited again. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think we done. Man. The way they're making it sound like, I really believe we're going to address some situations, some offensive situations in free agency. I really do believe that. I appreciate all the super chats. Michael Jones, of course, my man, one of my biggest contributors. It's Only Right 24. I appreciate everybody. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can always hit the PayPal, paypal.me/Pat Coletrain, or the Cash App. TheTrainStop is all in the description. I appreciate all my moderators, Tab Black, Trevicia, Moni2K. I appreciate y'all for holding down the chat, man. It's about to get live, y'all. Hold on. It's about to get real. I'm trying to let this stuff go. Okay? I'm about to start. I'm joking, man. Y'all take it easy, man. You enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. Please stay safe. I know the government is trying to lift this state of emergency, the stay-at-home order. Look, but just take your time. Use common sense, man. You know, I know money getting low and you getting bored. Just use common sense. Make sure you put the gloves on. Make sure you got your hand sanitizer with you. Make sure you're covering up your mouth and all that kind of stuff, because people are still catching this stuff and still getting sick and still getting hospitalized. Please be safe, man. Continue to pray for your family. Continue to pray for your friends, man. And that's pretty much it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm about to go to bed. All right. Good night, y'all.